Good evening everyone, I hope you're all doing okay. Welcome back to my YouTube channel and welcome to a little bit of a different day in the life from us. So this is going to be voiceover style and it gives you an insight into a typical weekday with us. So this is a day where I have Spencer with me, my 2-year-old all day, and my 7-year-old is at school. If you are new to my channel, I am a mum of 3. I have 2 sons and a stepdaughter. So the 2 boys live with us full time and my stepdaughter part time. So as always, sit back, relax, get a cup of tea and enjoy this video. So my day starts super early today. It is a Thursday. My alarm goes off at 6:30 and I sit down and have a cup of tea waiting for my friend to pick me up as we're off for a morning swim. So me and one of my very good friends have started swimming once a week at a local hotel to us and it is gorgeous. Such a nice way to wake up, and one of the best bits about this swimming session is the getting ready with no children. So as you can see, we're chatting away, doing my makeup. I don't do my hair here, I did wash it in the shower, but I do my makeup and then it's time for me to come home. So I come home and there is no one downstairs. My children are in the playroom and I just thought I'll quickly go up and dry and straighten my hair before I start the day. Time to go round and make the beds. The boys are now eating breakfast, so I should have captured that on camera, but it is a little bit harder to film a morning routine and get everything in the shot and also not run out of time. So I'll just quickly go around and make all the beds. So make our bed and just move any of the kids' teddies because they definitely ended up in bed with us last night. My son had already made his bed, bless him, so I'm just going to go in and straighten out his bed and then go into Spencer's room and get his clothes out for the day. So here is my 2-year-old delving into his second breakfast. So he had already had cereal with my husband and he's now eating a croissant. Now normally I would get him dressed before he comes downstairs, but hubby was in charge, so can't moan. Gave him breakfast before he got him dressed, which is a-okay with me as I was doing my own thing. So it's now 8:40 and time for the school run. My 7-year-old did not want to be filmed. So I drop him off to school. School is just a 2-minute walk away. I then come back and get Spencer dressed for the day and change his nappy and then try and get him to brush his teeth.
Full stop. Can't believe I live in your thoughts. I think about you all the time, morning, evening, and midnight. Such a wonderful delight.
As you can see, he was loving the camera this morning. So off we go into the bathroom to get his toothbrush out, but he seems more interested in the bath toys. He doesn't really like me brushing his teeth. I try to, but if he just puts the toothpaste on the toothbrush and does it himself, I'm happy with that. So we sit in the bathroom and do that for a while. And then he then decides he wants to just play with the toys, which is fine. So I let him play with the toys whilst trying to coax him to do his teeth.
You're the leaves in mid-August, and I've come out here to say that I love you.
You have to excuse my croaky voice today. Isn't it typical that the first voiceover I do in a while, I have a croaky voice? So it's now 9:30 and we have decided to go out for a walk. We would ordinarily go to Toddler group for 10 o'clock on a Thursday, but today we didn't because none of my friends were going. So we decided to just pop on our wellies and go out for a walk. We've got some lovely country walks. Mummy made a coffee and Spencer had some warm milk in a cup. And then we went on our walk. So when we get to this lane where it is safe for Spencer to walk, I let him get out and he just explores and enjoys playing with his dinosaur in his truck.
And I've come out here to say that I love you.
Such a beautiful frosty day here, and we've got a little frozen pond by the park, so we stopped off at the park on our walk and had a little play in the park before we headed home.
You're the rose in a garden, and it shows if I'm honest. In mid-August, and I've come out here to say.
Of course, Dinosaur had to have a go as well. So on our way back from the park, we've got a lovely little cafe stroke shop. It's so beautiful here. I popped in to get a fresh loaf of sourdough because I cannot resist when I'm down there, and hubby loves it too.
And I've come out here to say.
So it's now 20 past 11 when we get back, and I popped Spencer in front of the TV at the dining table, and I just show you my panelling I've just had done. I need to paint this, but we've just had it done and I feel like it really changes this room. So I'm just going to make some lunch for both of us while he's happy watching the TV. Today we are going to have some wholemeal pasta with pesto and some greens. So I'm popping the water on to boil whilst he is happy. So I am ripping up some spinach here to pop into the pasta. Spencer won't eat spinach unless it's ripped up really small and then cooked because he doesn't really notice it. So I'm going to pop that in there, and then I am going to chop up some tomatoes for my portion. But I won't put these in for Spencer's because he just spits them out and throws them on the floor. I pop some pesto in it and a bit of cheese. I'm using grated Parmesan here, so I use a bit of that and then portion Spencer's up, and then I will add some chopped tomatoes to mine, and then I'm also going to add some sweet chilli sauce and a bit more spinach to mine to make it extra yummy, and then we're going to sit down and eat together.
So slow, hold you in my arms, won't let go. The world around could pass us by, a thunderstorm, a lightning strike, as we hold each other tight.
So the TV goes off when we eat our meals. Not professing to be super mum, I do not do this every time. There are times when I leave the TV on when he's eating, but if we're eating together or eating as a family, we don't have the TV on. So we just eat our meal together, we chat about things, and just enjoy a little bit of family time. So once we have finished our lunch, I pop the TV back on for Spencer so that I can just get on with a few odd jobs around the house. He is delving into a vegan banana loaf that I bought from the little shop, the little cafe, and oh my goodness, it is delicious. I had to try and not eat the whole thing. And whilst he is happy, I'm going to tidy this monstrosity up of a playroom. Can't even call it a playroom really, because it's just like someone has thrown up toys all over the one room. I really need to organise this room, but they absolutely love it. So I'm just going to tidy it all up while he's happy and give it a quick hoover.
You're the leaves in mid-August, and I've come out here to say, you're the rose in a garden, and it shows if I'm honest.
So now it's time for us to go upstairs. Spencer was having a little play in the playroom once he'd got that down from the table. We go upstairs and he decides he also wants to have another play before he goes to sleep with his little doll's house. This doll's house is so reasonable. This is the half-size doll's house from IKEA, and then I bought the furniture from Scandinavian, and the stickers came with the furniture. He absolutely loves it. The little people I bought from Lidl, I'm not sure if they still got them in, but he really likes this, and I think it looks really nice too. So we have a little bit of a play together, and then it is time for Spencer to go to sleep. So whilst I am recording this, we have now got his bed up, but when I filmed it, he was still sleeping on a mattress on the floor. I just tuck him in, put his You and the Dream sheep on and kiss him goodnight, and he's very good at self-soothing. Time for Mummy to have a hot cup of tea. I've actually got some work to do, so I've got to sit down at my laptop and do some work, so I'll make a cup of tea and then sit down and have a look at my emails and do anything I can whilst he sleeps.
'Cause we're in this together now. You and me together now.
It's then 3 o'clock and we're ready for the school run. I literally had to go and carry him out of his bed. He was asleep, so I didn't film that part because he needed loads of cuddles. He wasn't very happy. We went to pick Big Brother up, and I forgot to film, but we had to go straight to swimming for 4 o'clock. So we virtually get home, he gets changed and pulling some funny faces. Thank you, Oscar. He goes in swimming and we're not allowed to go in with him. So we run around the courtyard. And to be perfectly honest with you, I let Spencer have my phone for the rest of the time we were here because he just doesn't sit still otherwise. Then we got home and it's straight onto an easy tea. So a Thursday is an easy tea night and we've just got soup. Again, for some reason, the recording didn't record, but luckily I got some pictures. The boys had tomato soup and then they had yogurt and cookie for pudding. And whilst they're eating their pudding, they are watching a little bit of TV, as this is the first bit of TV Oscar's been able to watch all day. So whilst again they are happy, I have just got to do some chores because mum life. So I do a load of washing and then I go and tidy up from dinner.
You and me together now.
I have tidied up. I'm just going to go and pop the bath on. So I'm only going to bath Spencer tonight as Oscar has a shower after swimming and I wash his hair there, so he is done. So I only have to bath Spencer on a Thursday. So I go and call Spencer at around 6:15 p.m. and say it's time for the bath, which he is very excited about, and he's taking his toys up there. Just noticed Oscar's socks on top of the wash basket. Thank you very much, son. So we just get him in the bath, have a little play. Normally he spends about 20 minutes in the bath. So we do that and then brush his teeth. I usually brush his teeth while he's in the bath, or give him the toothbrush while he's in the bath, and then it's nice and easy. He absolutely loves this foam ice cream maker. It's a Tomy one if anyone's interested, and I will link it down below. So it's now bedtime, 6:45. And do you ever find that your children have the most energy at this time? So he has decided that he wants to have a play. I really want to get rid of this slide and ball pit from this bedroom, but he loves it so much, I can't. I always get questions of where this is from. The person I bought it off doesn't exist anymore, but there are very similar ones on Etsy. So if you want one, go and have a look. So once he's had a go on the slide, he then just decides he wants to go crazy and have a bit of a spin around. And then we are going to sit down and read some books. So this book reading goes on for a very long time. I had to speed it up and cut some out. Spencer will ask for book after book after book. I think we ended up doing 3. Big brother comes in a little while and reads him one, which is really sweet. He always wants to be involved in bedtime, which is lovely. So he comes in and reads one, and then it is time for Spencer to go to sleep, normally around 7 p.m. I think tonight it was 7 p.m, but sometimes it goes a little bit later than that. So between 7 and half 7 is his usual bedtime. We are coming to the end of the video. So it is Oscar's bedtime. Between 7 and half 7 we go up and read. I don't read with him every single night. He's happy to lie in bed and read on his own. Sometimes I'm busy or doing something, but it is nice for us to sit and read together. He loves it, and it's a nice little chill out time. So that is the end of the video. I won't say my day ended here because, as you all know, there was a little bit of tidying and cleaning and stuff to do after everyone's in bed. Then I sit down to relax about 7:30 every night, and we normally watch a series on Netflix. So we're currently watching Ozark, which I absolutely love, and that is my downtime. So hubby is not home yet, but he will be at home shortly to tuck Oscar in, which is lovely. So I hope you enjoyed this video, everyone. If you did, don't forget to subscribe, and I shall see you all very soon.